friends, today we are going to describe a very interesting program to find the sum of a series which goes in this fashion. That is, we have learned the sum of the natural numbers, first n natural numbers. This is quite similar to that, but the n natural number summation included all the signs to be positive, that is 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4, and that was a fairly easy program to deal with. But this one is a program, a little bit tricky program, which includes minus plus, and these plus minus signs are alternating in their positions. So these minus and plus are alternating with each other. So there is an interesting twist in this program. So let us get started with explaining the program. So for the initial part, we have just written hash include stdio.h, and for the second file inclusion directive, we have taken the math.h header file, as you have already seen in my previous classes. And then we come to the main portion. Then we declare three variables, that is n, which is required for the limit, the number of natural numbers whose summation is to be determined in this alternating fashion, that is the n, and sum is the result, which will be the result will be stored in the sum variable, and we have initialized the sum variable quite similar to the previous program, as sum is equal to 0, and there is yet another variable I, which is the iteration variable of the loop variable, and this is the end of the variable declaration and initialization section. Now we just give a prompt, enter the limit up to how much the series is to be calculated, and enter the limit. Then the limit is being input by the user as ampersand n, scan a percent d ampersand n, as if this percent d is for the integer variables, because the format specifier for integer variables is percent d, as you all know. Then comes the logical portion of the program. It's a very simple, fairly easy program, very short in terms of line of code, but there is a tricky part to the program which lies in the loop section. Let us discuss that in detail. So the program, the series starts from 1 minus 2 plus 3 minus 4. That means 1 has a positive sign before it, it is implied. 2 has a negative sign before it. 3 has a positive sign. 4 has a negative sign, and so on and so forth. So in this alternating fashion, the sign will appear in alternating fashion, and in this way the calculation is to be taken. Suppose the user wants the first two numbers to be added. Then what will be the result? Expected result is 1 minus 2 means, that is minus 1. The result should be minus 1. And then if any user wants the first three variables to be added, the first three numbers to be added, then comes the calculation in this manner. 1 minus 2 means minus 1, plus 3 means plus 2. The result will be plus 2. So in this manner, we are going to calculate the sum of this series. So in order to cater for this negative calculations in between the plus symbols, plus signs rather, we are applying one simple logic over here, that is a mathematical logic. That is, whenever a number is raised to the power of an odd number, whenever minus 1 is raised to the power of an odd number, it gives you a negative 1. When minus 1 is raised to the power of an even number, it gives a positive 1. So this is the concept, this is the underlying concept which has been used in this program, which I have used in this program to maintain, to cater for this minus symbols in between. So let us see, for I is equal to 1 and I less than equal to n, which is nothing but the limit, maximum number of terms, n, and then comes the I plus plus usual incremental portion, and then comes a one-line statement, one-line expression statement under this for loop construct that calculates the sum in this manner. Sum is equal to sum plus power function, which is inside the math.h header file. That's the reason for using the power function. I have included the math.h header file along with the stdio.h header file. So this math.h function contains this pow, and pow bracket within parentheses there are two parameters to this library function, -1 comma I plus 1. Let us see what is this -1 and I plus 1. -1 means what we are discussing just a few moments ago, and this I plus 1 is nothing but to cater for these symbols, this symbols, this symbols, this symbols, all the symbols which are plus and minus respectively. So let us just perform a dry run in order to make you understand the whole concept, whole underlying concepts inside in this program. So let us just take a sample value. Say suppose we are taking the series to be up to the first three natural numbers, but not the sum in the usual way, that is 1 plus 2 plus 3 will give you 6, but not that. We are now calculating in this fashion: 1 minus 2 plus 3, that means plus 1 minus 2 plus 3 minus 4, in this fashion. So we are now going to calculate the result, the sum of the first three terms in this sequence. So naturally the n value user gives is 3, and in that case this for loops dry run is being performed in this manner. Let us see this. I is equal to 1, which is clearly less than equal to 3. Clearly less than equal to 3, condition holds, we enter the while loop, sum has been initialized to 0, the new sum will be calculated in this manner: sum is equal to 0 plus, let us see, pow minus 1 comma I plus 1 means minus 1 raised to the power of I plus 1, that is minus 1 to the power how much? I plus 1, that is I is here 1, 1 plus 1 gives 2, so it becomes 2, minus 1 star I. So I is being multiplied by whatever is given inside this. Pow minus 1 comma I plus 1 is being multiplied with the respective I value, that is the iteration variable, and then the calculation gives you the expected result of this program. Let us see this. Suppose this is minus 1 to the power 2, that is even power. Minus 1 raised to the even power is always plus 1, so plus 1 into I means whatever is the value of I. So I value is now 1, so 0 plus 1 into 1, that gives you 1. So now the sum becomes 1. Now next I plus plus, after performing the incremental operation, that is I becomes 2, which is clearly less than equal to 3. Then comes the similar logic once again. Sum is calculated in this manner as the sum value is now 1 plus, then let us see what is happening here. Minus 1 comma I plus 1, I value is 2, minus 1 comma I plus 1 means 3. So 3 into I value is 2. That is, we are raising this minus 1 to an odd power. See, this minus 1 to the power, any odd number gives you a negative value because of the fundamental algebraic principles. So this gives you the value 1 minus 1 into 2, that is 2. That is minus 1. So the result is now updated to be minus 1. Then comes another increment. I is equal to now 3, and this for 3 we are going to do the same calculation once again. The result is now the last value of 1, sum is minus 1 plus minus 1 into I plus 1 means minus 1 into minus 1 to the power 3 plus 1. 3 plus 1 means 4, even power, that is it becomes positive once again, and after that into whatever the value of I is. So this becomes minus 1 plus 3, that gives you 3 minus 1 means 2. So sum value becomes 2 now. Now let us increment the I variable yet another time. I is equal to now 4, and see, 4 is not less than equal to 3. We go outside the loop. So we come outside the loop and just print whatever the value of the sum is in the last iteration. That is, we are getting the value of sum to be 2 in the last iteration before we go out of the loop, and the sum is now %d sum means the sum is 2. Our expected result, let us just check from here whether it is correct. 1 minus 2 means -1, plus 3 means 3 minus 1 is 2. So the expected result tallies with the result of the program's dry run. So our program is correct and it is ready to be run on the computer system. So if there is any doubts to friends in this program or any queries relating to this program, you can just put your comments or queries in the comment section below so as to let me address those queries and doubts.